Recently, a former United States intelligence officer claimed that the White House is in possession of intact alien UFOs and their dead pilots.
Vehicles that have either landed or crashed.
The whistleblower claims that the United States is hiding critical UFO-related information from the public. If so, why? He says here, I thought it was totally nuts, and I thought at first I was being deceived. We are definitely not alone. The data points quite empirically that we are not alone, deGrasse. He is opposed by reputable scholars, intellectuals like Tyson, deGrasse, who is a Freemason anyway, who cannot answer why we have got Area 51. Maybe can answer it officially in the way that they always deflect such questions. Agreed, aliens are here. They are secret. They can't be public. Why?
UFOs. After decades of public denial, the Pentagon now admits there's something out there.
The government has already stated for the record that they're real.
My gosh!
There's footage of objects in the skies. We don't know exactly what they are.
Imagine a technology that can fly at 13,000 miles an hour and that can fly through air and water and possibly space. That's precisely what we're seeing.
There are a lot more sightings than have been made public. We don't have good explanations for some of the things that we've seen.
I don't think there's any question anymore. These are real. Navy pilots are on the record.
Amid a pandemic that's affected every corner of the earth, a story has emerged that could be out of this world. The US government has released a report stating that UFOs officially exist, and they're causing a serious national security headache.
This absolutely could be the work of foreign adversarial technology, and if that is the case, then we're talking about an intelligence failure at monumental scale, something like 9/11.
In 2020, after years of leaks and speculation, the Pentagon released 3 videos confirming they're genuine UFOs. This led to Congress demanding an unclassified report on the numerous sightings from the US military of objects moving erratically in the sky. In its 9 pages, the report offers a preliminary assessment of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. That's the government's official term for UFOs. It references a handful of UAPs appearing to demonstrate advanced technology, such as being able to move without any discernible means of propulsion. The report also says these objects potentially pose challenges to US national security and could amount to a breakthrough in aerospace technology by a potential adversary.
When you look at those videos, they may not appear very compelling to the untrained eye, but if you know what you're looking at, there are telltale signs that we're dealing with technology that is beyond what we currently have in our inventory.
Until 2017, Lou Elizondo managed the Pentagon's program for researching UFOs and was key to getting these videos declassified and released to the public.
Because it is very clear that on one hand, 99% of all UFO sightings in the whole world is confined in the United States of America. This gives experts in UFO law the idea and suggestion, as well as the assertion, that it should not be taken seriously, or rather it should be taken with a pinch or a grain or a ton of salt. On the other hand, we know that in Russia and many other advanced nations, there's a lot of technological advancement, such as surge. We're showing here an image shared on Russian social media of an object above the southern Russian region of Rostov in January on the 3rd this year, 2023, and the regional governor said that this object was shot down in the area which has been at the scene of drone attacks. Perhaps it's a drone, but we cannot cite out the issue that America as well as Russia may be in a proxy war that involves alien or aliens or extraterrestrial technology. According to the debriefing of Grashe's knowledge, he said they were non-human materials and vehicles that were extensively collected, and they are now under the custody of United States intelligence agencies and industrialists, as well as they advance their weapons, their military capabilities, because we know clearly that the United States has failed dramatically in its hypersonic weapon manufacture and research, whereas the Russians are so advanced with their hypersonic technology. If so, it is very clear that the group of aliens that are working with the Russians are fighting the group of aliens that are working with the United States and their partners. We cannot deny this because we don't have evidence to deny it, although we don't have evidence to say we are alone. We are not alone. As the week progressed, Grasse's claims have expanded even further. He said some of the crafts were as large as football fields, and he told Le Parisien, a French newspaper, that the United States had in possession a bell-like craft which Benito Mussolini's government had recovered in northern Italy in 1933. You have never been told about this. These are out of this world crafts that have been seen at Langley Air Force Base, Area 51, and many other places in the United States. He said he had reported the existence of this UFO-like material recovery program to the United States Congress, and they filed a complaint with the intelligence community inspector general. Of course, for him to appear on the broadcast and on interviews, he would have been cleared by the United States military, which gives us an idea that Grasse, an Air Force veteran and former intelligence official, going on national television to say all these things and turning over this proof and alleged COVID programs to Congress and the Inspector General could have been an operation also pushed forward as proof that they are aliens, or opening people's minds to accept the eventuality of aliens. Those who say he offered no proof cannot offer us the proof that he offered no proof. We know this is tautological, but it's a fact, because even so, do you think the United States or Russia would admit publicly that they are working with unidentified flying objects or UFOs or external or extraterrestrial intelligence? They wouldn't do that. They would never do that, because psyop operations and intelligence operations will tell us that the technology that they have in the military and in the intelligence is always hundreds of years ahead of us. And projects like Project Bluebeam that can be able to usher in images, light, and 3D from the fourth dimensions. So there is truth, so there are lies. It's official that UFOs exist on one hand, but let us know we are not alone. If you know, and if you consider the 7 density model of consciousness that we're showing here, you will find out that at the level of the fourth dimension here, the fourth density, you can see that there are aliens and alien technology. First, this density diagram shows the hierarchy of who feeds on who. So the aliens will feed on human energy, maybe even human blood, maybe even human flesh, as we also feed on cattle, cows, chooks, and cattle and cows feed on grass, and grass take off from the soil through iontrophosis, for instance. So it is clear that we are engaged in some battles here. Ubabu Credo Mutwa taught us about the Chitauri, taught us about Amagoritoto, taught us about Amazim. These are aliens or greys. It is clear that the Archons use humanity as their farm and get human energy, just like you getting meat and energy from other sources that are below you. Ubabu Kelto Mutwa, a Zulu shaman, confirmed the story of reptilian extraterrestrial agencies or entities in Africa. He actually identified a place in Africa where if you go, you can find the vibrations of these. There is a battle of the gods. We know this battle from our history. It is the battle of good and evil, the battle of good divinities and the evil divinities, the battle of shatter and oreso. That's why we say, may the gods appear, because even within you, the battles that attract the frequencies of these aliens is always going on. If you do evil, you'll be empowered in your evil by the gods that want evil. If you do good and you have love and you vibrate goodness and you vibrate Mahati, you also have the good gods, Ohoresu, Hausari, Isisu, Nephites coming to work with you and empowering you. That's why we say may the gods appear. You need to look at the DVDs and books written by Babu Credo Mutwa, especially the DVD series or The Reptilian Agenda. It is an amazing confirmation that a reptilian extraterrestrial race has controlled the world for thousands of years. The most astonishing evidence is given by Babu Credo Mutwa. You need to find out more so that you can survive and live and die properly and die well. If you need more information and you want to know more about these issues and these topics beyond what is officially revealed and given to you in dribs and drabs, do not hesitate. You can get on your phone and ring this number and tell them you want to learn more in the information that you want, or you can send an email to info@geckmovement.org. If you are used to sending us an email, you can send an email to join@marifado.com, but please include the term GEK, GEK, so that we can know where to direct. Agreed, aliens are here. Aliens are real. It is very clear that the United States and Russia and other powers would hide this information of UFOs from you, because to them they have said may the gods appear, and the gods they want have appeared in their lives, in their governments, in their situations, and they are using these gods to develop their military hardware and technology and taking over the harvesting of human energy. We know that the generality of aliens are scared of walking out in the sun because of other factors that involve their nature of melanin recessiveness. But what we know is that if you have got divine knowledge which you apply in your life using your ancestral connection and connecting to the right divinities, the UFOs that are here will never impact and affect you. Maybe their technology, maybe their foods, and maybe their evils, but they will never be capable of harvesting energy from you because you are vibrating love. This is divine wisdom, which comes from understanding precise knowledge, detailed knowledge, specific knowledge, and thorough knowledge, which is clear knowledge, and applying knowledge that connects all these dots together. And you can do that if you work with groups like Marifado Family Network. You can do that if you work with groups that teach you your identity and ancestral connection. Any organization that tells you to cut off your link from your righteous ancestors and introduces you to alien divinities, they're harvesting your energy, and there is no Afro salvation there. You have been stolen and you are nowhere near your own system, near your own ancestry, and your death is their harvest and the end of your possibilities into the afterlife. Do not trust what educators and what the intelligence say, because all what they say is propaganda. Trust that which connects you to your ancestry and to your own divinities, because that's where you came from. For more information, you can also send an email to join@marifado. Till we meet again, your manager Topi, Priest Jarabai, LM to Mizurkun Jaganja, saying, agreed, aliens are here, but within us we've got the power and the willpower and the love never to allow them to harvest us. Ameni.